Nemkov, the 29-year-old Russian former combat sambo world champion. He is on quite the tear in Bellator, coming out of Ryzen. He's still undefeated in the Bellator organization. He has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. His first 7 fights in Bellator. He is undefeated under that banner. He is now going into his third Bellator light heavyweight title defense against Corey Anderson. Most recently, he's defeated Anglicus. Anglicus, that's right. Excuse me. Corey Anderson, the 32-year-old Illinoisan, of course, of prior UFC fame, switched over to Bellator back in 2020 after his loss to Jan Blachowicz. And he is 3-0 in Bellator right now, having defeated Melvin Manhoef. I'm not going to try to say this guy's name. Mark, you know his name. How do you say it?
It's Dov. I don't even remember what his name is yet.
Yagshimadov. Okay.
Yagshimadov.
And, of course, most recently defeating Ryan Bader by TKO in the Bellator light heavyweight World Grand Prix semifinal. So there you have it. Omar, what is your take on Nemkov versus Beaston 24-8 or 25-8? Corey Anderson.
So Mark may be surprised at this, but I may be on this Corey Anderson train.
Wow. Oh, come on, man.
Oh, wow.
That's too loud.
It might have happened. Wow. I mean, you can't really discount the performances themselves. The competition can be argued. The level of competition can be argued. Whether I like Ryan Bader or not, frankly, is irrelevant. Because at the end of the day, the performance itself was pretty damn good. All 3 of the performances he's had in Bellator have been fantastic. Yeah. So, Vadim Nemkov is a beast. There's no doubt about it. But like Corey Anderson's been solid even in the UFC. I never thought he was championship material personally in the UFC, but I did definitely think he was one of the elite fighters. I definitely see him being able to beat Nemkov. I don't think Nemkov is particularly better anywhere from Corey Anderson, and I think Corey Anderson probably has a little bit of the experience, especially with the caliber of fighters that he's fought in the past. So I think he's got that experience over Nemkov. So I'm going to go with Corey Anderson, and to keep the ball rolling, I'm going to go with Corey Anderson by TKO, round 3.
You're calling for his 4th consecutive Bellator TKO victory.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, what's your take? What's your pick?
Very surprising.
I know.
The favorite here is Nemkov, the champ, -170. Corey is +140, so pretty tight. Finals of the Bellator Light Heavyweight Grand Prix. Belt obviously on the line, and we really ended up with the perfect matchup because these are definitely the top 2 light heavyweights in Bellator right now. So I'm glad this is the finals. Nemkov, as you said, he's 7-0 in Bellator. He has mostly looked unstoppable outside of some close fights with Phil Davis, who kind of tends to give everyone close fights. And then on the other side, you have Corey, who, as you said, 3-0 in Bellator, and he is blasting fools. He's going to be the bigger man. He'll have a 3-inch height and 3-inch reach advantage on Nemkov. He is overflowing with confidence right now, which I guess you could potentially say is a good thing or a bad thing. But this matchup is going to be Nemkov's diversity of strikes against Corey's more straightforward striking, and Corey's wrestling against Nemkov's takedown D. Those are what this is going to come down to. Nemkov, I think, needs to rely on his foot speed and footwork, chip away at Corey, make him move, make him think about the variety of strikes coming at him, potentially open up because of it. Corey, on the other hand, is going to want to dial up the pressure as safely as he can do so, get inside, look for the takedown or at least the clinch, wear on Nemkov. They both have really good cardio. I think I trust Corey's more, especially if he can make Nemkov have to scramble a lot, wrestle a lot. I'm very curious to see if we see the usual array of kicks from Nemkov in this one, or if he dials it back because of the fear of getting taken down. They both have power. Corey is the one that has shown to be more hittable. As we know over the course of his career, he sometimes has these moments where he just leaves himself wide open. It's a really, really interesting style clash. But I think we're looking at a coronation on Friday night. I think Corey is on a little bit of a Destiny-type run right now. I think he has looked beyond dialed in this Bellator run so far. I think his size will help him. I think he can make Nemkov work early, and that if he does, it's going to start to swing his way more so in the later rounds. He'll have to fight careful, that's for sure, but I think he can drag it to the mat a few times, and the ground and pound has looked so beyond savage lately that I think that's what gets it done. Give me Corey, 4th round TKO over maybe an uncharacteristically tiring Vadim Nemkov.
Oh.
And if that happens, when Corey calls himself the best 205er in the world, and he will, it's going to be a little tough to argue it.
Okay.
Especially now.
Well, I'm going to roll with my boy, Vadim Nemkov.
We know.
Surprise, surprise. I'm going Nemkov with the strikes. Fuck it. I'll go 1st round knockout
Wow.
for Vadim Nemkov. I think he's going to catch him.
You're bugging.
Probably dead wrong on this one.
He's the favorite. Yeah. Both fights, me and Omar took the dog so far. You're rolling with the favorites. We might be fucking this up.
That's true.
I will say, if this ends up happening, we're both gonna come back, and Mike's gonna make us eat shit. So
No, I've